Alright traders, welcome back once again to Cryptoticators. So in this video we are going to talk about this mega massive gigantic option expiry which happened today itself, and we're going to talk about little interpretations on the option expiry. Then we'll take a look at the chart itself in context to all the option expiry which happened previously in the previous year itself, and then we'll take a look at Axie Infinity, guys. This one has started trending, right? And then we are going to talk about Solana and a potential squeeze grind breakout trade that could be brewing up. So let's begin, guys. Let's start with this one right here. So 24th of September was a massive option expiry day, right? And look, guys, if you just take a look at the context and whatever the price action has done in the history, if we talk about some major option expiry happening, well, Bitcoin on an average has gone up for about 15 to 20% of the market, right? So it looks to me like with every single with every single major option expiry, you have that little sell pressure being shaved off from the market, and you get a little leeway to the upside for a 10 to 15% move, right? So what can we expect down the line after this option expiry? Well, guys, Bitcoin looks to me like it's potentially consolidating as of now, right? Although yes, we could be talking about a potential retest of $50,000 once again, since we don't have a lot of sell pressure happening in terms of the option markets as a whole. So which is why we could simply teleport all the way towards 50,000 and retest those levels once again. But guys, look, you can just go ahead and you can read all the data which has been put up by what's this website? I think CoinDesk. Yeah, CoinDesk. And I think it's pretty much relevant to see all of these option expiry data, guys, because look, if you have to be a trader in the market, you have to know the relevancy of most of the things which are major. For example, this option expiry, guys, this one was a quarterly option expiry. Like you're looking at more than freaking 75,000 options expiring, right? And that is a big deal, guys. That's a big deal for most of the crypto assets as a whole, and the market participants who are trying to trade the derivatives markets as a whole as well. So yes, guys, just go ahead, just take a look at this entire article as a whole. I think you'll find a lot of value in this one. Okay, so with that said, we have a tweet coming from Ted Talks Macro, right? Twitter at the Ted Talks Macro. By the way, guys, if you have not done that, just hit that follow button on Twitter, twitter.com/cryptoticators. You know the deal, guys. Everything is down in the description. So and hit that like, guys. Hit that like if you've not done that already for this video itself, right? So Ted says, and this one was from 17th of September, right? He says call selling for the month end contract has dominated flows over the past 24 hours, implying that we should see sub 50,000 Bitcoin at the end of the month. This likely also sees market makers sell BTC in the futures market to remain hedged against their now long BTC position as well. Now that's quite an interesting interpretation, guys, and this is something which is happening, right? This is something which is happening. So we saw a sub 50,000 BTC right at the expiry, and well, to be honest with you, most of the call options were hedged in the market, guys. Essentially, when I was trying to put in a long exposure on derivative Bitcoin option, yes, we will follow up with that. We will follow up with all the options positions that I took on derivative testnet, right? And guys, look, when I was trying to put all of that naked long exposure in the market, I was simply jumping into my option exposure as an unhedged position in the market, right, which has no downside protection. So essentially, if Bitcoin went sideways right at the position, whenever I executed the position, and Bitcoin essentially is going sideways to downside, so yes, guys, I can see a lot of premium simply dissipating from the call options which I've bought in the market. But the time value of those option contracts is for about more than a month or something like that, which is why I do believe that until the end of October we could be looking at a potential resolution of this entire situation as a whole. Maybe that could mean that Bitcoin starts trending above 50,000, guys. Look, I don't know that thing. I don't know that for a fact, but what I can say is that if history has to repeat itself once again, usually October has been bullish, right? Right after those bearish consolidation throughout the month of September as a whole, you see some bullish consolidation in price action and maybe bullish momentum catching up, right? Guys, last year, literally this happened. Right at the end of October, Bitcoin started leaving your previous rejection ranges, your previous $12,000, $15,000 ranges to the upside, and that is when you eventually took your all-time high and your rally extended all the way towards the end of January as a whole, guys. That is where Bitcoin put in a macro top, market top as a whole. And this is something, the momentum and the sentiment in the market is kind of like the same, right? As of now, fast forwarded 1 year down the line, we are looking at similar kind of market sentiment as a whole, and maybe this could mean that BTC simply keeps on sliding to the upside with this option expiry as a whole, guys. And we could be looking at a potential takeout of $50,000 since the sell interest is not there anymore to that magnitude, guys. We don't have much option selling happening from in the derivatives market, right? Which is a huge step of sell pressure being lifted off of your head, which is why we could, in the small to mid time frame, simply teleport all the way towards 50,000, and that is when the real test happens, guys. Until we are not reclaiming 50,000 on a weekly trending basis, most likely Bitcoin will keep on consolidating and it will just keep on staying in the sidelines, right? And maybe test the higher side of $30,000 ranges as well. Okay, with that said, let's jump onto this. So what is this? This is every single option, major option expiry, guys. Now let's take a look at the bull market, right? Let's take a look at how the October started the rally at first. Alright, guys, so this is where the momentum had just started brewing up, this entire region, August, September and October. And right at the end of the October, guys, this was your confirmation that most of the institutional sell pressure is away from Bitcoin, right? Now, guys, this was the area of relevancy. This was a big damn area of relevancy. To be honest with you, there were two areas, guys. There were two areas, and this is the alright. Now this is where the price action did break out. We had a retest and then we started rolling to the upside. But this was your major sell side liquidity zone sitting in at $12,000, which had to be taken out. And with this confirmation happening right here, and guys, look, as far as I remember, yes, there was a major option expiry all throughout this region, right? I do believe it was. I'm completely forgetting that one. So mostly it was the end of September to the beginning of October where we had major option expiring, right? And this is a similar kind of situation we're looking at on the price action right here, but the price action is nowhere related, guys. The price action structure is completely different from what was happening right here on these levels, right? Which is why if you just compare the price action one-on-one, it's not going to make a lot of sense. The only thing which is going to make a lot of sense is the previous relevancy of the option expiry happening all throughout the bull market, guys, all throughout the bull into the upside. So essentially you saw this expiry happening at the end of December, and right after the expiry we saw Bitcoin going up by 80%. Similarly right here, guys, Bitcoin going up by another 80% in the market, right? And well, the momentum had started dissipating after Bitcoin tested $60,000, almost $60,000, and that is when the next option expiry had the up move of about a 40%, right? So you can see the dissipating bullish sentiment in the market, right, as we keep on rolling to the upside. And similarly, guys, right here at the 26th, this was 24th of March, we saw Bitcoin rolling up by 24% on an average, right? Similarly, right here, not by that much, but yes, 15% move to the upside. And well, guess what, guys, even when the correction happened, after that we had an option expiry which took the price action all the way about 50% move. So which is why I'm talking about after every single option expiry, after every single major option expiry, we've seen Bitcoin going up by 15 to 20%. Because, guys, look, these long-term option expiry kind of relieves that sell pressure, at least in the small time frames, guys, which is why this particular trend right here after the breakdown has been mostly 10, 15, 20% moves to the upside after the option expiry, right? Similarly right here, guys, options expired, we went 20% to the upside. And right here as well, right after the option expiry, well, to be honest with you, this one extended for 40% move, but yes, right after the expiry we went for a 15 to 20% move to the upside. And what are we looking at right here? Options expiring at 44,000. Holy fucking shit. Right at the max pain, guys. Options expired right at the max pain. Holy shit, guys. We're going to be talking about coin option track as a whole, guys. That website is literally killing it. I mean, the data coming from coinoptiontrack.com is literally killing it. So let's jump back onto the price action and let's see where the 20% up move is going to put us. It's going to be taking us for this little retest, this nasty little retest, guys. And I think this is the most important part of control. Even if you make all the way towards these price points, and if you're unable to start a trend, essentially a daily trend above $54,000, most likely we will get rejected once again, and we'll keep on spending a lot of time between 45,000 and 54,000, guys. This freaking $10,000 range is going to be acting upon us for a very long time. I do believe that. Although in the small to mid time frames, we could be looking at a little momentum push to the upside since we have had a major option expiry, guys. Look, sometimes your normal price action technical analysis just won't cut it. It just won't cut it. And which is why a lot of people, a lot of market participants would look forward towards these macro events, guys. guys, these big events, right, which can give a good sense of direction for the price action as a whole. And if the history has taught us anything for this bull run as a whole, we have on an average, guys, look, if we calculate the average, it's going to be more than 30%. But yes, if we just talk about this entire down leg and the option expiry happening all throughout these ranges, on an average we've seen a 15 to 20% move to the upside on Bitcoin itself, and that's going to put us at 54,000. So this is something which we could be looking forward towards, and this means that altcoins will have those little rallies to the upside, guys. But if you nail these trades, if you make good trades on altcoins, remember to take those goddamn profits, right? Don't let your unrealized profits roll in the market, guys, because the market is not in a trending motion as a whole. It's not in a trending motion as a whole. We'll get into a trending motion once Bitcoin takes out 58,000 for good. Once Bitcoin does that, most of the market will be in a constant trending motion to the upside. Until then, keep on taking profit, guys. Keep on taking profit in the market, right? So altcoins most likely will have those relief rallies, with Bitcoin trying to go for about 10% move to the upside. Now, a lot of bullish stuff in the price action. Let's talk about the bearish interpretation as well. So in the 4-hour time frame, you could start managing your risk below this price point, guys. Essentially, I don't think that I have the exact time of option expiry. I think it was right here with the sell-off candle coming in on these price points, and the price action did expire right. The option expired right at the 44,000, guys. Right at the option expiry time, which is why this is going to be your first area of risk management, right, in the small to mid time frames. So essentially, 4-hour candles closing below 44,000 once again would take the price action to retest the lows, guys. This would mean that most likely price action would simply keep on going down, and it would start retesting 42,000 as a whole. But until you are hovering above the 21 exponential and this entire support zone above 44,000 on a 4-hour opening and a closing basis, you will simply keep on drifting, and you will retest these levels at 46,000, guys, before the end of this day itself. I do believe that is going to happen for the rest of the day. Bitcoin has set in a momentum, at least in the small time frames, which is why whatever happens at $46,000 is going to be pretty interesting, guys, because if we start closing 4-hour candles above $46,000 for good, that would mean that Bitcoin's price action could go all the way towards 53,000, and this is the confluence that you have to put a lot of attention towards, guys. All of those altcoin trades, all those good looking altcoin trades which could yield you better looking returns, is going to be confirmed by Bitcoin's price action going above $46,000. I do believe that this is going to be my play as well as a trader, guys. If I will be trading altcoins in the market before this weekend, or maybe during the weekend as well, guys, if Bitcoin tells us that the direction is to the upside for good, I think trading altcoins for the weekend would be completely fine as well. We just have to have a good direction. We have to have a confirmed directional bias, right? Now that's going to be preferably to the upside. But if we have that confirmed directional bias, yes, all those altcoin trades would be fine, guys, would be completely fine. And you can go ahead and long all of those altcoins with confidence if Bitcoin starts trending above $46,000, right? Okay. This is not a financial advice. This can't be a financial advice, but it looks to me like I'm seeking in those little fact bombs to all of you guys. Look, guys, this is what I do for my own systematic trading, guys. You have to have a system, and this is one of those events, guys, which happens once in a month, man. Holy shit! And if the directional bias is being confirmed, it calls for good looking trades in the market, right? You should not be afraid of these kind of events in the market, and you simply just go ahead for. Look, guys, confirmation bias is one thing which I'm talking about right here. So this is what is going to happen above 46,000 all the way towards 50,000, 52,000 as a whole, right? Okay, with that said, let's conclude Bitcoin and let's talk about Axie. Axie Infinity right here. Okay, all right. Is this going to be a bear trap? Most likely it's going to be a bear trap right here. Okay, all right. So Axie Infinity was in this range. Holy shit, guys. This is what Axie was waiting for, I do believe. So Axie Infinity was in this range for more than a month as a whole, and this one just broke down below the 21 exponential on the 3-day time frame itself, and looks to me like the follow-up Axie Infinity, the green candle, is just kind of killing away all the bearish bias as a whole, which is why, guys, $58 is going to be your risk management, right? Let me just get rid of this stupid little box right here. $58,000 is going to be your risk management. If Axie goes below 58,000, am I literally saying 58,000? Bitcoin is not Bitcoin. There is no second best. There is only Bitcoin. Michael Saylor for you guys. Okay, so $58 flat on Axie Infinity is going to be your risk management area. If Axie goes below $58, your wet dreams about Axie going to $100 would not come into fruition, guys. And essentially, look, I think that a lot of bearish liquidity is finally trapped below $58, guys. This is going to cause buy pressure once we start rolling above these levels. Essentially, once Axie goes above $80, that is going to cause a cascading effect of maybe liquidations coming in from all those short sellers in the market who are shorting Axie Infinity as a whole, guys. Look, this is quite unexpected, to be honest with you, but yes, on the 3-day time frame, yes, it is looking to me like a bear trap. And how do you manage your posture? How do you manage your bullish posture after the bear trap? Essentially, you keep on trending above the 21 exponential on the 12-hour time frame. That would confirm this bear trap even further down the line, guys. Essentially, just wait for 15 hours, and any retest back on of 21 exponential on the 3-day would be a buying opportunity. Essentially, buying opportunities coming in on $60, guys. $60 on Axie Infinity is looking to me like areas of values as of now. And for this entire gigantic trend to keep on continuing to the upside, you have to hold on to $60 flat per Axie Infinity, guys. This would mean that we're just simply going to the upside. And also, guys, we have crazy amount of hidden bullish divergence playing out as well. Now the RSI was here and the price action was here. RSI is lower than this one, significantly lower than this one, and the price action is way the fuck above this one, guys, which is why we have hidden bulls in the market. Hidden bulls coming out of their caves and taking the price action to the upside. So where is our target for Axie Infinity, guys? Look, if you just talk about this entire base structure, you are at the 10764, guys. You're already at the 10764, right? Which means that from the bottom you've almost done a 10x in the market. And that is crazy. That is simply crazy, right? Okay, 2618 is where you would be eyeing for in the coming days for Axie if this one resolves to the upside as a whole, guys. We could be looking at a $165 Axie Infinity coming pretty soon, right? And ultimate target being 6618, guys. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm talking about this one on perpetual contract. So $500 Axie. Look, guys, that's a completely far-fetched opinion, and that's another 10x from these levels, which is why, guys, just take a look at the overall picture as a whole. Is the market capitalization for Axie Infinity justified at Axie being evaluated for another 10x from these current price points? Is this justified or not? Look, guys, maybe it can be justified because this is the premier gaming protocol on Ethereum blockchain as a whole, and it looks to me like most of the liquidity in terms of blockchain play to earn games is right here at Axie Infinity. So if gaming as a whole as an industry is going to do, which obviously, guys, like, gaming industry is obviously going to do good, right? I have a freaking gaming PC and a gaming laptop right here in front of me, but to be honest with you, since the workload is too much on my head, I do not play games. But whenever I get time, certainly, guys, I would be jumping into gaming. And gaming is another form of stimulation, which, look, guys, there are benefits about gaming as a whole, and there is a huge industry there's a huge capital industry being laid out on gaming as a whole, which is why, yes, money is going to flow in this industry, guys. And this can be one of your portfolio investment strategies as well, right? So you can invest on gaming protocols. That can be one of the categories of your investment portfolio, guys. Look, this is a matured conversation that we are having right now. I don't think this is something which is applicable for anybody who's fucking trading with their entire stash on a day-to-day basis. If you're doing that, I don't think this is going to make sense to you. But if you are vigilant and if you're a good money manager, remember, if you are a good money manager, you will have your portfolio segregated into different categories. And for me, yes, guys, gaming is one of the categories for my portfolio diversification in crypto assets. Yes, I have my diversification happening on indices, stock market portfolio as a whole, guys. That is also what I'm doing, right? But in crypto assets, you should have that bifurcation. You should have that sector distribution of your equity. This right here, Axie Infinity, could probably grab a lot of liquidity, and this could extend the market capitalization infinitely. Axie Infinity, fuck it. All right, so 2600 is something which we could be looking forward towards in the coming days and the weeks as well. This could be at your $170 reads, right? Okay, so let's talk about the mid to small time frame resolution of the price action. Do I see anything of significance right here? Essentially not, guys. I don't see how do we chart out a Fibonacci sequence from this level. Okay, so we can talk about this little bearish leg, right? And then we can potentially talk about targets coming from a resolution of this bearish leg to the upside. So yes, 2618 is exactly at 2618, guys. All right, now this is making sense. We have confluence of a blue sky breakout price level. Holy shit, guys, look, these things are a little difficult to pinpoint. I'm not kidding, guys. And the price action, you can't be 100% assured that the price action is going to be halting exactly on these levels. But if anything has to work in a blue sky breakout environment, this is something which could help out, guys. This is the only thing which could help out, because nobody can ever fucking know wherever the market is going to top out. Nobody will ever know that, guys. It's just a cascading sell effect which could happen, which could come from the first seller, right? Now the first, look, guys, it's just that, look, you want to come out profitable in the market, you just dump before the fucking institution does that to you, right? Or maybe you dump on the influences before they dump on you. Look, guys, this is fucking money market, man. This is how it works. This is how fucking trading works, guys. This is how insiders, they do their things. And look, guys, the best guesses can come out. We as traders, we have objectives. We have a complete, all of these things can happen everywhere. But we as traders, what we have to do is we have to find the most relevant area of profit taking. Most relevant area of profit taking, guys. And for this one right here, we have a confluence of indicators. We have confluence of two blue sky breakout Fibonacci levels. One is at the 2618, the other one is from a huge consolidation phase which happened for 4 to 5 months right here. We have 2618 and 2618. So essentially, multiple indicators are telling us that Axie Infinity could roll all the way towards 170, and I do expect heavy profit taking happening onto these levels. Yes, that is something which could be expected in the market, right? Okay, so do we have anything else to talk about on Axie right here? Axie's risk management on 4-hour time frame. Let's see where would I like to get stopped out. All right, so I would be vigilant before entering into Axie Infinity. Look, guys, until we're below this price point, I don't think it's going to be a good choice simply entering into any trade for that matter, right? So essentially, let Axie Infinity establish a good looking trend above $70 on a 4-hour training basis. That is when you keep on taking that is when you take your entry, and that is when you potentially start targeting a $170 Axie. And this could be a good looking trade, guys. Where is your bigger side of risk management? It's going to be below this one, guys. Unfortunately, yes. We have not set in a higher low right here in a 4-hour trend, in a 4-hour trending basis as well, which is why 33%. Holy shit, guys, this is what you have to have. You have to have, I don't know, a risk capacity of 33% drawdown. So manage and size your position in the market according to this. And holy shit, guys, is this even a good looking setup? What? We have a 5:1 ratio. That's kind of okay. All right. Yeah, things are looking different on the logarithmic. Things are looking very different on the log and the arithmetic charts, guys. So let's jump on the logarithmic charts once again. You got, all right. This is good. This is good setup, guys. This is a good looking, and this is not a fucking financial advice, because you can get wigged out down below and you lose money in the market. Look, guys, these things can happen, right? You can simply get wigged out, and this is why have the bag, have that capacity of holding on to a 30% drawdown before entering into this particular trade right here, guys. And look, guys, even if we get wigged out down below right here, I would not take an exit. If I were to be trading right here, I would be waiting for a candle closure below the last low, guys. Below the last low right here, a candle closure below $50. All right, we can talk about $50 as a whole as well. A candle, 4-hour candle closure below 50 would mean that I simply want to be out of this trade as a whole. And to be honest with you, this is a good looking setup, guys. I feel confident, guys. My instincts are feeling confident for this one right here. This could work out. To be honest with you, I could be taking a trade on Axie Infinity to the upside as well. And this is not a financial advice. Nope. Okay, so what do we have up next? Last candidate for the day, Solana, guys. Solana is still hooking up against a grind, and this is in a trending channel as well, a steep looking down trending channel, right? So what do you want? What would you like to see on Solana? A trending behavior above $150 is what you want to see on Solana. Obvious. Look guys, once you start establishing a good looking trend above 150 on a 4-hour closing and an opening basis, that could mean that we could be resolving out of this entire bearish trending channel, and that would have price targets above right at the previous all-time high, sitting in at $200 flat, right? So as soon as we break above this trending channel, this downtrending channel right here, I would be targeting a $200 Solana coming down the line, guys. And essentially, look, the volatility is still, it's would I want to be taking a new position in the market with such environment in price action? Maybe not, guys. Maybe not, because if I'm wrong, look guys, this is what happens. If I'm wrong, if I'm shorting right here, I would get wrecked to the upside by the bulls for about a 20% move, guys. And holy shit, guys, if I, well, to be honest, if I long right here and if I get wrong, the downside of the channel is coming for a 30% down move, coming in at $100 flat, which is why, guys, these environments, these kind of red hot cherry pepper kind of environments on any asset for that matter is not nice. It's generally not a good choice to take position in the market with this kind of signature in the volatility index itself, right? Which is why, guys, look, having multiple confirmations is something which could help out, or it could help you ease out your trading situation as a whole, right? So wait for the confirmation, guys. I'm not going to jump into Solana for that matter until we are below this rejection high sitting in at $150 on a trending basis, on a 4-hour trending basis, right? Because that would mean that we have established a good trend reversal. And look guys, we have been in a down trend ever since the first week of September itself, and this has been almost a month worth of downtrend on Solana. Most likely we could be finishing our consolidation very soon before our next potential next leg all the way towards $500, guys, potentially, right? That's not a confirmed fact. That could happen, that could not happen. Now talking about the 3-day time frame right here, this is what you should hold, guys. Solana essentially should hold $110 on an opening and a closing basis on a 3-day time frame, guys. And something like Axie could happen as well. I mean, essentially, look, Solana on the 3-day could close below $100, and eventually just the next 3-day candle could be a simple open below those levels, right? Which is why, guys, you want to have a consolidate, you want to have a confirmation opening and a closing, a trending behavior for Solana on the 3-day below $100 would be a confirmed fact that we could be looking at a bearish price action dynamic for most of the part, right? Then we can talk about further downside towards $60 and maybe down the line towards 33 as well, because that is your last area of highly traded activity, guys. This is what I'm talking about right here, right? So that is a far-fetched opinion as of now, but for the time being, I do feel that if you want to go ahead for a trade on Solana, let the price action resolve above 150, guys, because look, this is the signature which I just don't like seeing. This is crazy volatility. Essentially, specifically on an asset like Solana, it's kind of difficult for me as well as a trader, guys. It's literally been more than 5 years in the market, trading all of these assets to the upside and the downside, trading most of the price action behaviors in the market. I know that this is kind of difficult, guys. Just yes, this is my personal experience directly to you. Alright, with that said, I'm going to be winding up this huge ass long ass video, guys. It looks to me like I can't do that. Holy fucking shit, I can't go for small videos. Wrecked behavior. Alright guys, I'm going to catch all of you in the next video tomorrow. Bye for now.